Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Okay, buckle up because we have a little bit of an intense video today. We're also going to be talking about someone that we really don't talk about a lot on my YouTube channel, which is Michaela Nogueira. I think it's Nogueira. She's the try being an influencer for a day TikToker, and we're going to be talking about her because her and Trisha are wrapped up in a little bit of a situation right now, and it's a little bit messy. And it was actually my mom that clocked this before me. Literally, I went downstairs this morning and she was like, "Did you see what happened?" And I thought something really extreme happened. And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "You need to go on TikTok to see Trisha Paytas' response." And I was like, "Oh, what are we doing here?" So anyways, yeah, we're going to dive into everything. We have Michaela made a video in which she was kind of crying and talking about how upset she was at Trisha Paytas. And then we're going to watch the video that she's referring to from Trisha Paytas. And then Trisha has issued like a full-on statement apology, which we're going to get to as well. So there's a lot to get to, so buckle up. I do just want to say, completely off the record, I shouldn't be saying this yet, but if you are in New York City, keep July the 11th available. Keep July 11th available because Mama, I'm cooking something. Mama, I'm cooking something. And also, if you want, we have code DIVINE for 25% off all tickets, every single ticket for the Chronically Online tour. This tour is going to be over at San Francisco, but then July 11th, maybe keep it open if you're in New York. So again, if you're in Nashville, Philly, Washington, Boston, Minneapolis, Detroit, Chicago, Orlando, Houston, Atlanta, Phoenix, San Diego, or San Francisco. This is your time to get tickets if you want to come. Second leg is literally starting in like 10 days, which is absolutely crazy. I'm flying to New York in the next couple days just for a little bit of a down period for like a week. And then we're getting on the road again. And I can't wait to meet the muckers again and do the show for you. It's so much fun. And now is the time to get your tickets. If you haven't got your tickets, I posted a clip yesterday of a little snippet of the show if you want to see what you're in for. But I can't wait to meet everyone. And again, that is all these cities. Every single ticket is 25% off if you use the code DIVINE. And again, that is quoting Jodie Hildebrandt when she said, "I am not gay, I am not fat, I am not stupid, I am divine." I just love it. And I loved having to tell X1, "No, can we use the code DIVINE?" And they're like, "Okay, sure, we really don't get why, but sure." So anyways, there is all that, and also my Patreon is linked down below as well. We are getting right in with reacting to all of Escape the Night, and we're doing Beast Games, and we're doing extra podcasts, and again, it is just so much fun. So if you want that, it'll all be linked down below. I actually just posted 2 episodes today reacting to Escape the Night, so we're really getting into this. I posted episode 4 and 5 today, so we're kicking it into high gear. But let's get into this Trisha Paytas and Michaela situation. But before that, I have a message for the little freaks out there. Divas, who's up feeling freaky as hell? Well, ring, thank God, because today's video is sponsored yet again by AdamandEve.com. For all my little freaky divas out there. Now, I love doing this sponsorship whenever it comes around. You know that I do not take sponsors on, and I love standing behind Adam and Eve because, again, not only are they over 50 years in the game and their products are amazing, but again, they have a bunch of their proceeds goes to helping fighting the spread of HIV all around the world, and they're just really dope to stand behind. But anyways, let's step aside from that a second. If anyone out there is single, in relationships, whatever your vibe is, they have something for you. I love Adam and Eve. And my friends who do not even watch my videos use my code. Now again, the code speaks for itself. Literally, if you go to adamandeve.com and use code the Adam50 at checkout, you literally get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Shipping everywhere else, by the way. Do not worry. But it's literally half off one item. Like, I do not understand this deal. I do not know how it's profitable. I do not know whatever. I just love promoting it because it's so easy to promote, and you will always see muckers in my comments coming back being like, "I got this last time, and I'm getting this time," and I'm reading it going, "Oh, y'all freaky as hell." But anyways, they have so many things over there. They have things for people who are single, in relationships, whatever your vibe may be. They have a lot of self-care things over there. They have a lot of really just interesting, fun games over there. But also, they have a constant rotation of things, so you're always being surprised by what they're adding. And again, I had visited the site for the first time in a couple of weeks, and there was so many different things that I didn't see the last time I was there. So again, if you go over, you genuinely will find something. So adamandeve.com, I love it. It's like, you know, whenever you're like scrolling on like the TikTok shop or something like that, and you like will figure something out, My favorite thing about Adam and Eve is like, I'm like, oh, I would never. Wait. So again, it's adamandeve.com. If you use code Adam50, you will get 50% off, half off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Again, shipping everywhere else. Now, if you do not love your item or your items, there's a 90-day no hassle return. So, baby, no commitment, just like how you'll want to be in your relationship after some of these. So again, if you do not love your things, you have a 90-day window, but all you need to do is read the comments from the muckers. They literally, it's became a part of mucker lore now, Adam and Eve. So again, that is code Adam50. You will get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. It is a huge support of my YouTube channel. You get to have fun in the process. I get to enjoy the fact that you are helping my YouTube channel. Adam and Eve, babe, I love y'all so much. Again, that is code Adam50 on adamandeve.com for 50% half off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Adam and Eve, love you lots. Muckers, love you lots. Go have fun, you little freaks. I say freaks adoringly, by the way. Love you all. Okay, so let's get into Michaela's video. This is what was posted. And then at the end of this, we have what she is talking about with Trisha and Oscar and Moses. And also, I do just want to say as well that I am aware that Oscar recently lost his dog. So just want to send Oscar some love. I really like Oscar, and I cannot imagine the heartbreak of that. So if everyone could send him a little bit of love on his social medias, we love you, Oscar. But let's get to this. So the context is Michaela recently opened up about her partner, her husband's addiction, and it's been this full situation. And she had actually asked that people don't make videos on this, which is why, or don't make videos on her talking about her husband's addiction, which I was surprised that she even had to say that. But I'm aware that there's like drama channels, people on YouTube that are like posting about her all the time and are really on her ass for things. I never really understood it. I don't really, if I'm being honest, look into / care about Michaela's content. I see her pop up. I know she talks about like the mascara and the self-tanner and all these different things, but I don't really keep up with her like that. I know that people are very mixed opinions on her. And again, I'm aware. I mean, every time I go on TikTok, Rich Lux is doing a live stream with Michaela as the background. Like, trust me, I'm aware that people will be talking about her. But we've really never talked about her over here. So this is really one of the first times. But yeah, she had asked if no one would, really talk about her husband's addiction in like these drama videos, which is why I was never going to make one anyway, but I was like, yeah, of course. But then with this situation, it really blew up, with her and, Trisha, and I really wanted to talk about it. So let's get into her video and then what she was referring to with Trisha and then Trisha's follow-up. That was a really long-winded way of saying that, but come on, we love the yapping. We love the yapping.
Ruined. Can I rant for like 2 seconds? Okay, I grew up a huge fucking fan of Trisha Paytas. Like, huge fucking fan, okay? I've been with Trisha since she started on YouTube, and I have tickets to see her show next week in Boston, and I'm like so fucking excited. I just saw...
Michaela girl, do you want guest list for the Boston Chronically Online, sir?
her take on my situation with Cody on her podcast, and it crushed my fucking soul. It crushed my idol mega fan soul. And now I'm like, do I go to the show? I don't think she likes me. My hat's beating out of my fucking chest right now. I don't know what to do.
What I will say is it's a little, it's a little bit influencer to like make a video being like, I have tickets to the show. I don't know if I want to go anymore. And because as a viewer, I'm like, okay. I'm like, this does not change my day. You know what I mean?
Her take was obviously an opinion. Everyone has them, but the take sucked. That they think that way, and yeah, ruined my day. Okay, I'm reading my DMs. There seems to be a perspective that Oscar is the one who doesn't like me, and that Trisha was kind of just, going along with the conversation. Why do I want to cry right now? I'm like really emotional over this situation. I don't know how to feel, bro. I liked Moses's, I liked his tidbits. I've had these tickets for months, guys. It's not like she's gonna give a fuck about me in the audience, but like it's looking at, like, the thought of, like, looking at her and, like, knowing she don't like me. Ugh. Last thing I'm gonna say.
Again, it feels very influencer to make a video like, at its core, this video is her being like, I have tickets to Trisha's show. I don't know if I should go anymore. And again, as an audience member, I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do, honey. You know what I mean?
Some of my DMs are saying, you know, like, don't look at this stuff. Like, there's so many hot takes on what you're going through. Don't read it. Don't look at it. I don't see any of that shit. I'm sure there are hot takes. I don't know what any of them are. I don't see that shit. I don't seek it out. People don't send it to me. I don't know what the takes are. I saw Trisha because I watched the podcast. That's the only take I've seen. And fucking Rich. But that's it. So I don't know what people are saying, nor do I care. Because it doesn't affect me personally at all. Trisha affected me because I love her. All right, this is my last update, I swear. So, okay, a couple of you guys sent me a link to a TikTok that I did not see of Trisha talking about the situation, and she's very compassionate. I'm like getting emotional. Sorry. It's really difficult when, like, someone that you love and idolize has a negative opinion about you. I'm just saying. But anyways, the video on TikTok that you guys are sending me, she was very compassionate. So I think I should still go. I think I'll regret it if I don't.
Okay, so now is the moment that she's talking about. So I want to get my opinion on this. But again, Michaela, I'm going to be really sensitive to what she's going through right now. God, I love these little things. They're so much fun. You know, being completely sensitive to what she's going through. I don't want to address that because, again, she asked people to be respectful of it, and fair enough. Makes sense. Her video, though, feels a little bit, I'm going to be honest, unnecessary or weird to me. Maybe that's just me. But, like, again, to make a video where you're just reiterating that, like, you have tickets to Trisha's show, you're upset that Trisha had a take about you that you didn't like, but you're still going to go to the show. I'm like, what was the purpose in making this video? But anyways, let's watch the moment she's talking about, and then we'll give our take on it, and then we'll react to Trisha's follow-up, which is Trisha has made, like, a full-on video addressing Michaela.
I sympathize. I, like, totally sympathize, and, you know, but it is the only off-putting thing was, like, waiting until you have the skincare line and then doing the get ready with me and then using your own products and then making sure the label of your products is front and center. Like, it wasn't even like I could tell it was purposeful that the label of her products was literally, like, centered because, you know, it's like a spherical thing. It could be, you know,
in the video where she was talking about her husband's addiction and basically this big update, she was, you know, getting ready with her new products, I guess.
Tilted a little bit, but she made sure the label was, like, not covered at all and, like, facing the camera.
Yes.
And it was so, like, right in my face. That's literally the first thing I noticed was, like, her using her own product. And also the product placement was just, like, off-putting, talking about something that is, like, so serious. I think also because Michaela is someone who is very influencer. Like, she is, like, a stereotypical influencer, you know? So it would have been nice to have, like, a genuine, like, connection with her where it was, like, no other things
They
going
couldn't
on.
see the products in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Even
I haven't seen that take.
refreshing.
I even sent it to Moses. I sent him a screenshot. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't even notice it. Yeah.
The other thing too is, like, she was a little bit like screw. That's why, like, you hate her speculating on whatever. It was almost like a gotcha. I was like, oh, see, this is what you get for everyone who was, like, being nasty to me.
I see.
But she was also, you know, she was the one making the TikToks on what
Being sad
in bed,
yeah.
no Cody next to her, eating the McDonald's, the crumble. Like, she was the one making content around it. So there's some stuff where it wasn't the most genuine, you know, which was, like, a little disappointing. But I do think the message was at least still
I
good.
didn't think about any of this. Wow. I was like, wow, that's sad. And I even said it in mine. I was eating some pasta in my hotel room, and I was like, damn, y'all should feel really bad about this.
And she does get a lot of people who just hate her, and it's like, you know, hate her just to hate her.
Yeah.
I do get that.
That's sad.
But then there is, if you do, like, troll a little bit too, then aren't you kind of inviting some of that in? That was, like, my only, like, pause. I was like, well, you did really go hard, making us all, like, think something was wrong, like you were getting a divorce or something. Because as a passive Michaela viewer,
First of all, I'm obsessed with Michaela making this video on Trisha, and all Trisha has done so far is, yeah. You know what I mean?
I never would have thought anything if she wasn't sitting there making the TikToks alone in bed being sad.
Right. Because we talked about her and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Serious, like, understand why people are upset, especially if you're like a follower or a fan, but it's like overall like not that serious.
That's true.
And people go hard. Like, they are like unfollow, can't stand her, like turn against her. Like, damn, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those things, like, how do you talk about it? Michaela's young too, where it's like kind of mean, I guess you just think to, I don't know. I've done a lot of like videos where I've talked about some, I don't know, it's kind of weird to like even one of my videos, I just talk about like a product or something, or have my product there. I don't know. It's tough. It's so hard because I guess if it's just there and you're just using the product all the time, I guess. And her thing is get ready with me. Yeah.
But I think she's always been a businesswoman, and she never was like that influencer that you get to know like on a personal level.
I think people disagree. I think they think they know her.
She always been like, it's business, you know, and...
Okay, so this is what Michaela was saying. I really liked Moses's take. So she really likes that Moses said that she was never an influencer that you get to know. She was just kind of promoting products. In that retrospect, though, isn't what Oscar is saying true then? You know what I mean? She fundamentally is agreeing with with Moses, saying that, well, she's only there to promote products, but that's what Oscar's saying. Am I not understanding here? Also, I really don't understand how Trisha is involved and how Trisha has made an 8-minute response to this. Well, I guess Michaela has kind of, you know, given a lot of backlash to Trisha and I, but this all seems very, very, very... to me.
I'm going to sell you something, and I'm here to sell something.
But she talks about her personal life. Like,
but like, let's say, okay, she knows she has a big story. She's going to talk about him. It's going to get millions of views. I'm going to put my product in there. Like, everything goes around, what am I selling today? And, you know, is it the sponsor?
Okay, wait. So Michaela's agreeing with Moses, saying that millions of people are going to watch her talk about his addiction, so she may as well show the products, which is what Oscar just said. So I don't understand why she's, you know, hey, she's going through a sensitive time.
Suppose, is it my product? Is it...
That might be a hot take.
Because it's heartbreaking. You see a person you love, and there's no way you can help them. And then that means she's alone. And that was like her person, you know? Like, because again, I don't think she connects on a personal level with people around her. I think that was her person. That was her personal life. And he's not there. And it's horrible. I mean, I feel really, really, really awful, bad for her.
And it's like for life. Like, addicts are for life. Like, you're always an addict.
It's tough. Like, I feel awful for her. But aside of that, I just think she's a business influencer. Like, you know what I mean? That's
interesting.
But I think that would have been a good opportunity for her to be authentic, like fully authentic, you know, because it is something so personal and like something that like so many people can relate to and like really side with her. So I think it was an opportunity to just be fully like, and she could have just sat down and not shown any products and it still would have gone millions of views. But I think she can't take the business hat off. So
this is all advertisement all the time. It's just a question of what she's going to use to advertise the thing.
But if we're like getting a divorce and I'm like showing like if I'm drinking out of this, I'm like, so it's really sad because Moses like cheated on me and you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you don't really
and the eras of Trish posters behind you.
Yeah, but that one up here probably just.
I don't think she has that passion. Like, you have a passion of sharing your life. She does. I think she has that.
She does. I'm disagreeing.
I think she has a passion of selling and getting views.
TikTok is weirdly on Moses' side lately, everything. He has a whole stand account on there.
My day just got
Again, I don't understand her agreeing with Moses, but Moses is just saying what Oscar said, but like phrased differently. Anyways, I'm not really intrigued to hear what Trisha's response to this is, because again, Michaela's video feels very unnecessary to me. I feel like, if anything, she was actually starting something with Trisha, and actually Moses, specifically because she's agreeing with, or with Oscar because she's agreeing with Moses. This all feels very unnecessary to me, right? But I'm really intrigued to hear what Trisha says for the next 8 minutes.
TikTok is for Michaela, so stick around for 1 minute if you're Michaela, or you're gonna take Michaela. Second of all, we just finished filming Not Loveline. We're in our leopard and cheetah print, and we were just talking about this Saint Laurent bag that we saw Jaclyn Hill unboxing, and we're like, it's really cute, but is it cute for $5,000? I was like, I don't know, I really kind of want to buy it. Anyways, I come into my closet to film this TikTok for Michaela, and I see this like Saint Laurent bag just like up there with like a purse in it, and I was like, what? He goes, I think I bought the bag literally in my sleep because I have no recollection of buying it.
We are in a different tax bracket than Trisha Paytas. I forgot I bought this expensive ass bag in my sleep. What the fuck?
So Tana, if you're seeing this, I have the bag. I don't.
Oh my
I was
God.
actually contemplating like buying it after we talked about it because we both saw the bag. We're like, is it worth $5,000?
Is it worth $5,000? I have it in my closet. I forgot about it.
I don't think so, but I think I bought it in my sleep.
I feel like my equivalent to that is like whenever I really want like chocolate or something, and then I'm like, oh, I wish I bought it, and then I go into my fridge and I'm like, I bought it.
And I'm also pregnant, so we're gonna blame it on that. All right. Hi. I have to clean up my closet. Do not judge me for my closet. Real quick, I just saw Michaela's Instagram stories from like 3 hours ago. And I like have to make a TikTok. I feel like this is my biggest platform and the way to reach her the best, and so things don't get like misconstrued or screwed up. First and foremost, I've always been a Michaela fan. I've always had Michaela's back through every scandal, and I think I even said in the podcast, like in the grand scheme of things,
That's why I really don't understand why she's kind of throwing up with Trisha right now. Like, Trisha didn't even say anything except for like a couple moans in response to Oscar.
the stuff that Michaela gets canceled for is just like so unserious. Like, it's so unserious, right? Like,
Self-Tana.
think of all these men that we just like let pass for all like really serious shit, and you know, Michaela's cancellations are just not serious. I've always had her back, always related to her. I posted a TikTok this past Saturday when she made her TikTok about Cody's addiction and what she's had to deal with. And I was like shook. I never talk about hot topics on my TikTok. I always save it for my podcast because that's what it is. But I was so shook and I had so much compassion. I've never been in that situation. I can't even imagine that situation, being a newlywed, having the whole internet speculate, but also having the person you love go through like a sickness. Like I talked about it in detail, how it's just like not fair. It's not fair. She's handled it really well. And that was my first take. And then we talked about on Hot Topics, and there's always a discussion and discourse of different opinions that are out there. And being an influencer is like so great. You get the money, you get the
Try being an influencer for a day.
bag. It's relatively easy as far as like physical labor. You get a lot for a little time. And there's more plus sides than like downsides. The downside being people speculating about your personal life. Even if you don't share, Michaela is a sharer, but even if you don't share, people are gonna have an opinion. And that is what sucks, because if you're not an influencer and you don't talk about it, no one has an opinion in your life. It doesn't exist. But being that she is public, like, it does suck. Everyone has opinions. So we were weighing different opinions, and I just, commented on a different perspective, and I was like, oh, okay, I could see where that could come across as this, and this. But let me be clear. Let me be so clear. It's the worst. And I feel like we were clear about that. Like, going through something like that has to be the absolute worst, especially.
This feels like Trisha's being so nice here, but it feels like Trisha knows that this is really not anything she has to be making a video on. Again, I think she's being overly nice here and like overly like cautious, but like, that she's like apologizing for something that like she didn't even do. I don't know. I think, to be sympathetic, Michaela's going through a hard time, and I think she kind of jumped on this in a way that maybe other people didn't interpret. And again, I can't imagine her position she's in right now. But yeah, this is weird.
Especially at a young age. For both of them, they're both very young, especially being newlyweds, especially being in the public eye. Like, all of that is like, I can't even imagine. Seeing Michaela crying over something that I have done or said makes me really sad. And if I can correct it, I will. Because one, she was saying a lot of people said, don't look at this kind of stuff. People have hot takes and stuff like that. And in my head, right, she doesn't see it. She doesn't look at it. Of course, I realize I have a podcast and I realize people watch it and we are mutuals and I love her. I've DM'd her. I really do like her. So I'm so sorry that you like even saw that, because like, it is something you shouldn't have to hear, especially dealing with this kind of bullshit. It's something that was like a hot topic, and we like talked about it, and like, so sorry you heard it. So sorry you heard it. And so sorry if you thought that I even like contributed to any sort of pain, or if I did contribute, not even if you thought, if I did contribute to any kind of pain, you're crying because of something I said. And that is like not who I am at all anymore, especially about another female, but especially a younger female influencer. It's a freaking hard world. I've always had your back when especially older influencers pick on you, because we've all been there. Lord knows when I was in my early 20s, like, if people still held me to my early 20s, yeah, I would, what? Like, it's not fair. It's not right. And I sincerely apologize that she had tickets to my show, which is so insane, girl. I will come hang backstage, come hang side stage, come hang anytime. Like, I love you. I've been DMing you. I'm like, girl, come on my podcast. Come, let's hang out. Like,
Trisha said, girl, why'd you buy tickets? You don't respond to me.
I love you. I feel for you. You are a number one influencer because you are so relatable to everybody, younger girls, but I'm a whole decade, 15 years older than you, and inspiring to me. And I really do mean that. And I feel like because you've seen some of my TikToks in the past, I've done a ton about you. I really have always had your back and defended you. And I love you. I truly do. And I think you're amazing. And it breaks my heart that you were crying over something that was said on my podcast. And like I said, we talk a lot about a lot of people. I just assume people don't look at things, which is a crazy assumption. But I know for me, I truly can't look at things about myself. Even when it comes, if I'm a hot topic, I kind of have to get the bullet points from Moses because I can't look at things about myself. So, I sincerely apologize. And you are so strong for dealing with everything you're dealing with. I could not have done that at that age. I didn't deal with it at my age. Everyone saw me spiraling on the kitchen floor till I was damn near 30 years old. So you're handling it really well. I'm really proud of you. And what you said about Cody was so beautiful. And I thought you handled it very tactfully and with as much grace as possible. Who knows what I would have done in that situation. And the fact that you're supportive and you're there for him and showed emotion, I appreciate it for you. And if I can give one final piece of advice, I've been doing this since I was 18 years old. Like I said, I was a mess, so you're handling it really well. But my best piece of advice is to stay true to you and stay being whoever you want to be. If you want to share information, share that information. If you want to stay private, and just keep being true to you because people found love with you for you. And the other piece of advice is, I know it's hard to not see things, and like I take it as like you being someone who supports.
My fucking favorite thing just about all of this is that they're responding to each other over public TikToks.
And
defeating the purpose.
Which is like so cool and it's so amazing. But even when I hear my favorite creator start talking a little bit about me, I hear my name Trisha, I kind of turn it. I don't care. It could be Tana, who I have a podcast with. I turn it very quickly. I'm like, I don't want to hear. You don't want to hear. And it's brought me a lot of peace. Easier said than done for sure, but delete Reddit, skip past any of your TikToks, protect your peace, protect your happiness, because truly, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. So no one's talking about you on the internet if you don't see it. And like I said, I know it's easier done. You are very influential. You are a very hot topic. And I'm
Trisha said, if you don't see it, no one's talking about you. But just to remind you, you are a hot topic.
You all the success. I love seeing you thrive. Despite all this, you've been really positive. You've kept working. That work ethic, though, it's amazing. And I truly love you. And I hope we get the chance to meet in Boston. If you still want to come to the show, we can get you in side door, backstage. It's an honor. It would be an honor. But I love you. And I sincerely apologize. And I hope that you see
What are the comments on this?
Hopefully enough people tag you and be like, and make sure we tag her. Be like, you have to see this. It's nice. I promise. Because sometimes when people say that, and they preface it like, this is a good one, Moses will be that person who's like, this is a good one. So I hope you do see this. Okay?
Sorry, I'm reading the comments. This could have been a phone call. Wait, someone said, so sorry you heard it is a wild apology. I don't think Trisha needed to apologize for anything. Is that just me? I don't think she needed to apologize for anything. This could have been a phone call. That I do agree with. Couldn't you just text her? I agree with that. Wait, I don't understand any, like, trapping an influencer for it. I really don't understand any people that are, like, disagreeing with Trisha in this. Again, I feel like... Wait, someone said, so sorry you heard it and so sorry you thought are not apologies. I don't think Trisha had to apologize for anything. And when have I ever said that before? I don't know. I feel like, again, Michaela's going through a very hard, sensitive time. And, you know, I think that explains all of this. But Trisha apologizing and Trisha, like, people picking apart Trisha's, like, apology. I'm like, Trisha, in my opinion, didn't even have to, like, apologize. Like, Trisha moaned a couple times at Oscar in maybe agreement. You know what I mean? But even what Oscar said wasn't bad, but then Michaela said that what Moses said she agreed with. I don't know. I agree that it should have been a phone call or something. I feel like I was intruding on something, and it defeats the purpose of making video responses, which I just think is funny. But yeah, very, very, very interesting. Muckers, let me know your opinion of this, and we'll talk about it down below. Yeah, Patreon link down below, code DIVINE, 25% off all Chronically Online tickets. July 11th, New York, people, please, let's remember. And I will see you all very soon. Let me know if you agree with me or not. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.